Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sammy Leggy here representing TeamJVS, here to give you guys another movie review, and I'm talking about the movie called The Housemaid. This is based on a book series that I had no idea about, but the premise of it is you have a person named Millie. Millie is down on her luck. She doesn't have any money. She doesn't have any prospects, and she gets this random opportunity of being a housemaid at this very rich home, home of the Winchesters. Now, Nina, played by Amanda Seyfried, is trying to invite Millie, played by Sydney Sweeney, into her home to go and be the housemaid. And unfortunately for Millie, she gets more than she could have ever dreamed, for good or for bad. It is rich, it is plush, she gets her own room, everything looks dynamite, amazing, but for some strange reason, Amanda's character, Nina, is certifiably insane. And on top of that, the daughter, Cece, is kind of off her rocker. It seems like the only normal one, truth be told, is Brandon Skyner's character, Andrew. And that poses a whole other problem because she's another woman in the house and this is a married man. So it's all, the way that they scoped it is just insane. But what I didn't anticipate is the thriller aspect of it, is the unknown, the psychological thriller of it, because there are things that are going on that your perception says, oh, well, this is going on, or oh, well, this is going on. And it's like, no, you have no idea what's really going on. And by the second or third act, from a pacing standpoint, from a progression of character, a character development, and a narrative standpoint, they do so much with this. And I think that they sell it. They sell it for me to the point that I really want to continue this story. Like, it is so insane. And I think that they handle a lot of the thriller side of things and a lot of the, honestly, horror elements of it really well without going too over the top. Now, there are some sexual, sensual scenes, and there's some violence, absolutely, and it goes a little bit far. So this is very rated R, so just be cognizant of that. But from an acting standpoint, Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried are in their bag. There's a couple scenes with them that they are just, it is so interesting. Now, Amanda, she's leaps and bounds like this. She is enjoying in love with this character. Like, there's so much they're doing with Nina that I was very impressed by Amanda. Now, Sydney, she's playing a very reserved character, but there's so many layers to her character that it adds to the mystery and the intrigue. Now, I'll say this about Brandon Skyner. Now, he's a good actor, and he plays a very good, interesting, engaging character, right? But every time I'm watching this man, I swear this looks like Bruce Wayne / Batman. It's inescapable. He looks, acts like, sounds like, even dresses him like it is so distracting. But he's really good in this. But I think that the real key to this is Paul Feig. Like, I think that they do a really good job of constructing a very interesting narrative based on the book series. And from what I'm understanding from different people, like the way they even handle the execution of the book adaptation standpoint, they make it very formatted specific for making sure it gives the audience what they're looking for and also a thrill. So it's faithful to the book from what I'm understanding, and it's also something that's going to be engaging enough that you're going to want to see more, thus where you're at with me. Now, I think they do a really good job with the regular general soundtrack. I think some good hits up there and works good for a lot of the different pinpointed moments. Also, a lot of the different locations that they go and take you on is actually really interesting, fish out of water. And I think even the design and architecture of the house, they let it go flow through very naturally, but they also make it very ominous and very dark. A lot of the darkness, it lies within the house, no kidding. But there's also some underlayer that make this an intriguing thriller. I actually really enjoyed this film. So for me, I would give this an 8 out of 10. I highly recommend you go and check it out. Again, I'll give you all the warning signs to be cognizant of and be careful with. But the cast is on it. It's fun. It's crazy. And at the same time, I really want to see more. So I wish I could say more. If you guys want to know more, want me to do a full spoiler discussion or recap of it, I can absolutely do that because there are things and nuggets in this that, ooh, I really want to talk about. But in the meantime, go and check it out as soon as you can. I want to know what your thoughts on it is. Go and check out The Housemaid. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people.